Hello and welcome back to Blue Jay Girl. My name is Joanna and I film planners, stationery, and lifestyle videos here for you. And I have another planner haul here for you today. First off, I want to apologize for the lighting. I don't have lights and this is the best I could do today. So there's going to be some shadows and I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let's get into this haul. So I have a planner unboxing for you. This is my planner for 2024. I got a Plum paper planner. The specifics of my planner is I got the 2024 Plum paper A5 vertical weekly priorities. If you don't know anything about Plum paper, they're a company that lets you customize your planner. So mine is customized from the cover down to the inserts, and I'm going to show that to you right now. So let's get into this unboxing. So this is the box it came in. Whee! It is protected with bubble wrap. And then it comes with all the Plum paper ones I've gotten like 3, I think, so far, come with this type of material, like testing card thing. I've never actually tried to test it, but as you can see, it's not tearing, so there's that. Then you get this nice "It's a Beautiful Day to Plan" thing, card that basically tells you about, I guess, how to care for your planner and your planner cover. Never actually read it. I may this time, I may not. Who knew? And then these are the things I got. So I got 2 things. I got a dashboard and I got a planner. So let's put that out for you. So first up, let's start with the smaller item. I got a dashboard for my planner. When I got my first Plum paper planner, I bought the insert ruler that marks today, that lets you flip to today. And I quickly realized in using my Plum paper that I just leave it flipped open to the week, so I didn't actually need that. But I wanted to try a dashboard, and this seemed like the best one for me. This is their meal planning dashboard. Let me pull it out for you. This is how it is packaged. It tells you the pens to use, apparently, and cleaning instructions, and attaching and removing instructions. So that is good, because I wasn't sure what pens to use on this. Okay, so this is my dashboard. It is a like dry erase dashboard, basically, that lets you put grocery list items on one side and store, and then on the other side you meal plan. So I don't know if I'm going to use dry erase markers for this. I meal plan every week, or at least I've started to, and I was just thinking in terms of popping a sticky note on here with my meals for the week, so I knew I keep my grocery list in a notes file on my phone, just so I can easily update it no matter where I am. So I think that's what I'm going to use this for, is to just have a sticky note on it to place basically the meals for the week, so I know. I just don't see myself using dry erase markers. 1, the chemicals are kind of weird, but 2, I just see that smearing all over my planner and me getting very upset. But I liked the idea of this, because I was like, this is a great way to just insert my meal plan into every week so I have it visible. And I liked the design. I thought it was really pretty. I think it went with like the flower theme I was going for. So let's get into my planner, which I know is why you're here. This is the A5 sized vertical priorities weekly with the custom pages of, I believe, I did line pages and dot pages inserted every month, as well as a budgeting page. But that is the amount of customization that I have gone into. So the A5 is, the cover is about 8.5 inches tall, and approximately, I'm doing an approximation because of the coil, 7.5 inches wide. That includes the coil. Obviously, without the coil, it is about 6 inches, but you have to consider the coil. So I'm making an estimate. I think it's about 7 inches. So it's about 8.5 inches by 7.5 inches. This is the cover. You have 3 cover options when you're getting a Plum paper. You can get a hardcover. You can get a plastic cover on top of the cover itself, or you can just get the cover itself, which is what I did. My last planner, this one, had the plastic cover on top of the vinyl cover, and I realized rather quickly that it didn't really matter to me, because this is also made of a kind of smooth plasticky material that you can wipe off. So I just realized that this one like was just extra plastic and extra stuff on my coil that I didn't need that took up space. So that is why I did not get it this time. I chose this cover. I believe this is a new design. It is on both sides. Very pretty. Like, love this. Very pretty. And then instead of putting what they come as standard, which is you can select the year and put it just in the upper right hand corner in a square, I used the year for the center because I liked the way this looked better than the year up here, and I just thought it looked prettier. And I'm not the type of person where I put my name or information on the front of my planner. No harm or shade on anyone who does, but it's just not something I do. I just date them so I know which year it is, because I tend to keep them for memory purposes because I put like a lot of stuff in them. I've actually started recently using the notes pages and every month to like put HP Sprocket images in of stuff that's happened that month and like writing little blurbs. So I think I will continue that for this year. So, oh, I also got, I forgot to mention this in the beginning. So I have the A5 Vertical Priorities planner. This is the problem with Plum papers. There's so many customizations you forget. And I got no lines, no color. So I got the minimalist no color option. I have the color option that I will show you, the colorful one that I got this past year, and I chose to go with no color this year. It's a new like option they've given us. So when you open it up, you see their welcome page. Also, as you can see, all of my tabs are color free. You can see from my previous year's planner that this is the colorful version where all the tabs have colors, but all of the tabs are color free because I chose the basically minimalist non-color version. So let's scoot this over. So when you open this up, it gives you the 2023 monthly overview. I have purchased stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. to customize this. I've customized my planner many years, and I've tried to share this with you, but I'm actually going to try to film myself customizing the planner so you can see me customizing it and see what I'm using and what I'm doing and how I'm doing things. I don't know if this will be successful or not, but I searched online to find out ways that people customize so I could get ideas. So I'm going to put my way out so other people can search my stuff and get ideas. So this is the year overview, and they also give you 2024, which is nice. I wish I could buy the little sticker cover things for 2024 just because I feel like it would make it look pretty, but it's not possible. I may glue these two pages together and just get rid of it because I'm not going to use this. These are special dates. I have never used this. If anybody has any idea of a good way to use these pages, please tell me, because I have no idea how you're supposed to use these pages. So they usually just stay blank or I rip them out. Same with this. No idea what to do with it. I don't do ideas, plans, goals in my planner. I do that in my journal. It's just how I do. So that's why I'm like, I don't know what to do with these pages. So this is how my blank, like minimalistic one is set up. This is totally blank. This is a cardstock material, so it's not the cover material. The cover material is like a shiny kind of like glossy material from the colors and the usual ones, and this is a cardstock material. The main reason why I got the non-color option was because this is a cardstock material, so it's much easier to decorate and put things on. Also, blank slate for decoration, as you can see, to decorate, so it just makes it a little easier. This page is the same, and then when you flip it over into the month, the really cool thing is this is completely different in the minimal, like no color option. Here, I'll show you. This was my January. So this is a shiny material, which is hard to write on. So I learned early on that this, when I first got Plum paper, is like something you write on with like Sharpies or Sharpie-esque ink that will stay. Also, I had no idea what to do with these circles. I did see a lot of people use it to make like habit trackers and things, which I thought was cool, but I just knew that that's not really how I would do things. I would just get frustrated because my lines probably wouldn't match up properly. But this is what it looked like. Here, I'll just lay them next to each other. And this is what it looks like in the minimal one, where this is now a blank dot grid area. This is a list, and these are blank. I have no idea what I'm going to use for this, but I'm really excited at the blankness of it, as well as the fact that it's a cardstock material, so I can use other pens to write on it. This page, as you can see, is the same as the standard one. You have the month and then like a note page at the beginning. But I am really excited. I started this one in December because I really want to try out the vertical priorities this month and see how I feel about it. I've never done a vertical priorities before, so I'll show you what I've been using and compare when I get to that point. But that is why it's starting in December and not January. I added an extra month. So this is my month. Something new that they've started putting in that I think is cool is the moon phases, full, first quarter, new moon, things like that. So I added that to this. I also added holidays like Christmas and New Year's and things like that, as well as religious holidays. This pretty much looks exactly the same without color. See, that's the difference with the color thing, is you can see this is all blue because December was blue. So these are all blue, and this is not blue. There is no color. The font is different. You can see I think the December font is the same, but the month font is different. The days fonts are the same and the numbers. But yeah, this is not, there's no color, which actually I watched a lot of videos with people talking about this, and I think that the no color is a good option if you're someone who uses color or washi tape or stickers to plan, because it's very hard when something is already colored to then coordinate that color, and it just kind of clashes and looks weird if you don't. So I think if you're just a person who likes to plan with just pen and stuff, it's great. But like the color options are great because they have beautiful colors. But I think if you're someone who uses stickers and washi tape and things like that, the color makes it harder to coordinate things. So this is the vertical priority setup. I've never used anything like this before. I have decided to switch to this from this. This is the quad layout, essentially. That's what I got. That's what I like. It's just the like no lines, anything quad layout. And I've always liked it because I just make lists. Like that's how I plan. I plan with lists. I list things every day and then I just check them off as I go. I kind of put them in an order of like what I need to do first, second, third, but that's how I plan and that's how I've worked planning, and that's just what works for me. I'm not a hourly planner or things like that. If I'm doing things like that, it's going to be in my computer, in my digital planner, so I can easily, not my digital planner, like my calendar, like my iCalendar or my Google Calendar, so I can easily move things around. But this is just my list, my daily list of tasks that I can check off, so I see like what's coming up and what I need to do and things like that. And this has worked really well for me. I have upgraded to the vertical priorities for a few reasons. First off, one of the great things about Plum paper is many planners, as you know, have they label everything for you, or they want you to label everything, so you have categories and things like that. I'm not a fan of that. I am sure as I use this planner, I will change what I want things to be and what I want things to represent. So I definitely don't want to have them pre-labeled, because then if I change it, I have to cover up the labeling forever. That was one thing that I really wanted, and that's one of the reasons why I love Plum paper. Their customization. But also, this layout allows you to have habit tracking in here. I have gotten recently into habit tracking, and I wanted to have a place in my week that I could track my habits so I could see it and know, because a lot of things in my daily tasks are just things I do every day. And it's really annoying to rewrite it every day. So I would rather just have them once up here and I can check them off each day. It just makes it so much easier. Also, it allows you to prioritize certain tasks. So I can prioritize things for the day in different categories, as well as then make my daily list. I'm sure one of these categories, I have not decided if I'm going to use one of these for meal planning, or if I'm going to do meal planning for the week up here in this box. I think this box would be too small for that, maybe not, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. The only thing I am hesitant about in this layout, because I got rid of lines and everything else so I could just make my list like I do and just prioritize them. The only thing I'm hesitant about in this layout is that the weekends are cut in half. As someone who does a majority of their things, like many people who have, full-time things going on during the week, my weekends are pretty packed. So the fact that my weekend is pretty cut off here makes me uncomfortable because it's such a small block. I may end up taking over one of these for the weekends. This is why I'm not sure how I'm going to use it. I may extend my weekend into here. I'm not sure. I may add sticky notes to make this longer and fold them in. I haven't, again, I'm excited to try things out and see how I use this, but the biggest reason why I wanted it was to have the habit tracking here and to be able to prioritize certain tasks, because there are things that I need to do each day that are higher priority. And while, yes, there were 2 color bars in the quad, it just wasn't enough space for me to prioritize the things I wanted to prioritize. So this allows me to do like events and appointments, and then maybe the 3 tasks, and then the list of everything else if I can get to it, or just it gives me a little more customization, which I like. And the same with the blocks, being able to meal plan or just do other things up here, it gives me more customization. But as you can see, it also has no color as well as no lines. I really am excited about that because of the fact that I can, when I add my washi tape to the bottom, or because I'm probably going to add washi tape to the bottom because that's what I do with my planner now, or if I had stickers for decor or things like that, it allows me to then, put color into customize. One thing I have noticed about this one, which I didn't realize, is that the quad is just every day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then a blank spot, which is really useful because this allows you to just, try to customize. And then this is basically overflow or whatever. I've been using it for like habit tracking and stuff, but I really do like recommend the quad design, especially if you're starting out in planning, because it's very simple and straightforward and easily customizable, which is what allowed me to kind of get my planning groove going. But I just realized this has a calendar, so I'm assuming each week I will like highlight which week it is so I know in the month which it is, because my old planner did not do that and there's no highlighting here. I don't know if the color one has highlighting because this is the first time I've used this layout. But obviously this gives me every week, and then all of the Plum papers, I think regardless of style, come with like note pages at the end, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's usually like 2. And then I add extra. So I added extra note pages, usually because I've been lately using these for like I said, like putting pictures on them and putting little blurbs about things that have happened that month, just for like memory keeping purposes. Then besides allowing you to add like extra like note pages, or I think I also have extra doc grid pages in here. As you can see, I added some extra doc grid pages. It also allows you to customize. There's a lot of customization options with the Plum paper. There's budgeting pages. In my previous planner, I did blog planning page. I ended up not using this. I have a Notion like that I do my blog planning in, or not my blog, my YouTube planning in. So that ended up not being used, which is why I didn't get it this time. There's also a fitness page. I track most of this in my Fitbit. So again, I didn't use this after a while. And there's a habit tracker page, which I realized when I put it back here that I wasn't going to flip back every week to here to like mark off my habits. And that's why I decided to do the vertical priorities, because the habits are there with the week, which made more sense to me. But there's so many other pages that you can do. There's a lot of customization options. This is a budgeting page. This is the only blank page I got customized into my planner. I am really trying to get into budgeting and be conscious of my finances. So while I am very excited to budget and I have a digital system set up to budget, I also wanted to just have a pen and paper version of keeping track, not of like individual expenses and stuff, but I kind of wanted to keep an idea of like what my finances were each month and what my like kind of big costs were, or just general finances, like how much I spent, how much I made, like differences, things like that. And I wanted to keep it like as a hard copy, physical thing that I had to write down, because I feel like physical things make you more conscious of stuff. So that was my idea. So this is where this comes in. And then, like I said, I have doc grid pages. And then we are on January, and this starts basically 2024. And every month, as you can see, is the same. I'm not going to go through every month, but I got, besides the moon phases, I got religious holidays as well as just general holidays in it. And I'm so excited to decorate this. Like I said, every month has the same setup in it, so I'm not going to like show you each month. One thing that Plum paper does, which I think is interesting, which I understand why, is that they put the holidays, you can customize the holidays and put like individual holidays in, like your personal holidays. I didn't do that. I've just like, there's not a lot of personal holidays that I keep track of, and I don't use these pages too much. I have been thinking about maybe using these as like a physical way to plan my YouTube going forward, because I don't use them for much else, but we shall see. But anyway, this is basically the planning setup that they have going on when it comes to holidays, and you can also add customized ones, like I said, if you want. Oh, and it tells you the next month coming up too. Not that I've ever used that, but it does exist. But yeah, this is kind of how it's all set up, and I'm gonna customize it. So right now it looks really blank and sad, but I am gonna like customize it. One thing I'm trying to think of is how to add color to the tabs. So that's something that I'd like to do. We shall see if I can accomplish it or not. But this is basically how it's all set up. Every month has the pages I inserted, like I said, the budgeting page and the dot pages and everything else. And all of those things get placed into there, basically. And then you finish in December. And then usually when you finish at the end, it has... This is a contacts page. I've never used this. I think probably like many people, all of my contacts are on my phone. So I don't know what this is. I've never used this either. Would not write down my passwords in an easily accessible place. This is for 2025. And then this is the folder that comes with everything. And then the back cover, like I said, is the same as the front. One thing I have realized is that as I've been flipping through, I think the reason why I have 2023 and 2024 up here is because of the fact that I put December in. So I am most likely going to glue these two pages together, because I only put December in to try out this layout. And then this page will have the sticker calendars covering it, so it will look prettier and not as chaotic and all over the place. Also, cool thing is this is the snap-in dashboard that basically, I believe, I can just snap in. So that's the snap-in dashboard that you can snap in and then just pull out. I don't know how much I will use this or not use this. It's a lot thinner than I thought it would be, so I'm a little worried that these will break really easily. Hoping they won't. That's my dream, but we shall see. One of the reasons I stopped using the Today one is because the more you pull it in and out, the more the tines kind of got messed up, and then eventually it just stopped being a functional thing. It's one of the reasons why I just started leaving my planner flipped open. So we'll see if these hold up or not, or if it was a good investment or not. But the planners themselves hold up really well. They're really durable. They're really nice. This is an A5, so it's pretty chunky for an A5. As you can see, it's pretty thick. Like, I mean, mine is about a little over an inch thick, and mine has the calendar, the weekly pages, 4 extra pages, which are blank or dot grid, I think, like 4 to 6 of those, and then a budget page. So I didn't even put in, I don't think, all of the extra pages you can put in. So this can get like really chunky. And over time, they get really chunky. Like this is my 2023. It's pretty chunky because I've added like sticky notes and other things to it. So there is that. Also, like I was saying, as you can see, like this says December, it's purple. This is all purple, which is great. But the problem is just if you put stickers in or stuff like that, that can make it clashy a little bit. So that's why I got the blank. So this is everything I got in my Plum paper unboxing. This is my 2024 planner. There will be a video coming soon discussing, essentially showing how I'm going to customize it, because I got the one without color because I wanted to customize it myself and kind of add my own color. So I will show you that and how I do that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is everything. I hope you have a great day. Come back for more planner, stationery, and lifestyle content narrated by my voice. Bye!